First of all, congratulations from the stadium. We could see your strong character and your will to play against Samoa. So logically, enter on the pitch as a superior team, but I think it's a great start of the World Cup for you today. What are you retaining today? It's a high level, and we could see and feel the difference. We could see the difference between both teams, but after that, I think that it's a very enriching experience for Chile, for the Chilean rugby team. Even though we are losing, it's a great and fantastic experience to live. That's the objective, the first objective when you are playing rugby. It's our main objective. Our main goal is to learn. And I do hope that from one cycle to another, we will have more opportunities to play such games or games like this. A question for both of you. I'd like to know how do you analyze what happened at the minute 39? We could see a fantastic first half for you, and the second half it was tougher and harder for you to play your game against Samoan. Exactly, we could see a clear difference between first half and second half. In the second half, they had clearly other intentions. They started to destroy what we had built, and we were starting to have some doubts. So we did too many mistakes that really cost us the game. Too many individual mistakes that have an impact on the collective, create a lack of connection between us. And due to this lack of connection, we finally paid the price physically. That's what I'm retaining from that lack of discipline, tactical and technical discipline, mostly and mainly. These are the kind of mistakes one cannot do at that level. And I'd like to add one of the elements that show the level of our game is that we cannot disconnect between us. At a lower level, one can have little lacks of connection between each other, but at this level, it's a different story. With the tactical I established at halftime, didn't work well, so we need to focus more on that. Question for the trainer. What happened in halftime? Another question for the captain. I can see your expression in your face when you came into that room. I could feel many different emotions. Could you tell us a bit more about that in French? I'm going to answer in Spanish then. Regarding the changes, clearly the changes didn't work well, clearly. We had planned a first half, a closed half, and we're thinking about launching our forward to give more energy in our attack, but it didn't work well. And then on the four substitutes, one got injured, two others received a yellow card. So it was not good as a tactical. In terms of leadership, I would say that the team was not ready because we were lacking of discipline. There were penalties against us. We allowed those penalties against us. As I was saying, it's a high-level game, so every mistake, we have to pay the cost for every mistake we were making. And yes, obviously, for me, I have a lot of emotions. We were playing against a really high-level team. We were really eager to win that game. But after this feeling of being very close to victory, and finally this victory escaped from us, so it's difficult to endure. But we need to learn from that. We need to learn from that defeat. But we still have two matches to go. We'll need to work hard. It was tough for us. We worked hard to qualify to this tournament, so we need to focus now on what's going on. But yet, it's hard to lose that game, obviously. It was a great style oppositions, but the first half there were more movements than there were movements in the first half. The first half is really satisfying for you, I guess. Yeah, that's right. I think we managed to create some dynamic, some offensive situations with the great attacks. And I think it was good for us, not only in terms of situation, but to put pressure onto the other team. And I think we managed to respect our game plan. And we gave too many penalties, useless penalties. And we, at the minute 39, it's about 17 or something like that. So it means that we missed our opportunities, clearly. You talked about many things you learn apart from the final score. What are the lessons you are taking away from that game, from that match? Thank you. I think it's an important question indeed. It's important to clarify why are we here? Why did we come here? We came here with the main goal being to perform well and to win. Taking into account that our players are playing in some championship, which are not all of them high level, I think it was important for us to really clearly and quickly understand the rules of the game, to feel the atmosphere in the stadium, and all these as well brings a new things to handle at emotional level. And what we are doing now is to build a new team coming from those experiences, so that we can take advantage of everything we could live here during those games. my question regarding the first line and the scrum. Many mistakes were made in the scrum today, like 16 or 17 scrums throughout the whole game, and we could feel that Chile could never have a good game in the scrum game, while meanwhile Samoa could take those scrums at their advantage. So what is your feeling regarding in this regard, and how this all the things you have to learn from the scrum tactical would help you for the next games? As I like to say, there's a physical aspect in all that. All the Samoan players play in the main leagues and championships. Mostly they're for most of their forwards. So maybe we managed to handle 1 or 2 scrums, but it's really tough and difficult to dominate against such a team. What we need to do is better perform. We could get the ball. We could develop some games platform. We managed to have kind of a control. The discipline, we were lacking of discipline against Japan. But I think that every first level team, I think we will be able to lead on the scrum against every first level team. As an ex forward player myself, it's a game I really enjoy. But I think the opponent was clearly better than us today in this aspect of the game. So we clearly need to work harder on that.